Guess who is back? Jimmie Johnson, who is currently a team owner for the Richard Petty Motorsports organization and has returned to the NASCAR circuit. Who had this on their card during the silly season bingo game? Let's have a conversation about this breaking news and analyze what it means for Jimmie Johnson's future in NASCAR, as well as any plans he may have for IndyCar. Occasionally, he will compete in races for the squad. Hello everyone, welcome to Racing Rush. Today's video is about the return of Jimmie Johnson to NASCAR with Richard Petty's Cup team as a co-owner. But we proceed to make sure to subscribe to our and hit the bell icon for more updates. Discuss this frightening information with me. After reaching an ownership deal with the owner of Petty GMS, Maury Gallagher, and the chairman of Richard Petty Motorsports, Jimmie Johnson has confirmed that he will return to NASCAR and compete in a number of NASCAR Cup Series events beginning in 2023, starting with the Daytona 500. One morning at Phoenix Raceway, the partnership between two of NASCAR's three drivers who have won the Cup Series 7 times each was revealed. Johnson's race calendar, sponsors, and vehicle number are all expected to be disclosed in the near future, according to a team announcement. However, there was no mention of the possibility that Johnson will compete in other series. Johnson stated during a news conference on Friday that his initial goal was to compete in 8 to 10 races in the NTT IndyCar Series the following year, in addition to competing in sports car events in 2023. Johnson has stated that he continues to maintain a fantastic relationship with Chip Ganassi Racing, the team with which he competed in IndyCar throughout the course of the last 2 seasons. But Petty GMS is a Chevrolet team, and Ganassi runs Hondas, so it is unclear whether the manufacturer conflict would prevent Johnson from returning to the team at the Brickyard. This casts doubt on whether the manufacturer's problem would prevent Johnson from returning. Johnson has stated that he is still enthusiastic about competing in IndyCar and sports car races. After Johnson began having conversations with Gallagher over the course of the past month, the terms of his new NASCAR deal reportedly escalated swiftly. Johnson stated that his longtime agent Alan Miller, who also manages Petty GMS driver Eric Jones, set up the meetings. Miller is also Johnson's agent. Johnson, who is 47 years old, stated that this is a life-changing chance for me and one that I had to take. As a result, I couldn't be more thrilled about this. No information on the transaction's finances was shared, and Johnson stated that he did not have any business partners involved. Petty did not divulge the magnitude of Johnson's ownership stake, but he expressed his hope that Johnson would eventually become the majority owner of the company. Johnson's ownership stake was not disclosed. He and Maury talk about it all the time, Petty added, about what we can do to improve our situation, make our business bigger, and win some more races. He called me up one day and said, "I've been talking to Jimmie Johnson," and when I asked him if he was serious, he replied no and hung up. Jimmie Johnson has expressed interest in cooperating with us. Shall we in turn cooperate with him? This has had to be one of the most significant things that the Petty fans and GMS has experienced in recent times. It had to be a heck of a deal, what with Jimmie adding on with his popularity and the people he knew who we don't know, but we don't know. From where I sit, this constitutes a significant advancement. Not only during the span of 1 year, my sights are set a little bit further down the road. If Jimmie shows up, complete the transaction. Because I am 85 years old, it is unlikely that I will still be around in 15 or 20 years, at which point Jimmie will be able to assume some of my responsibilities. That had to be a plus in anyone's book. Following his retirement from full-time competition in NASCAR, Jimmie Johnson has spent the past 2 seasons competing in IndyCar. This includes a full-time season in 2017, during which he made his debut in the Indy 500. Johnson was quoted as saying in a press release, "It's nice to be back in NASCAR. When the IndyCar season came to a conclusion, I began this adventure of what was going to come next. We were able to connect, which led to the discovery of this possibility, which works out wonderfully for me." After spending time with Maury and his family, talking with Mike Beam, Dave Ellens, crew chief of the number 43, and Joey Cohen, director of competition and engineering, I realized that this was something I wanted to be involved with from both the business perspective and on the competition side of things. Team ownership makes so much sense at this stage of my career. Maury said, "It was clear to me that this was something I wanted to do. If I'm going to devote my time and energy to something of this nature, I want to be able to make a positive impact on the world and have something concrete to show for my efforts when it's all said and done. Therefore, this opportunity with Petty GMS is comprised of all those things and a great deal more." The NASCAR race that ended the 2020 season in Phoenix was Johnson's most recent start in the series. The native of El Cajon, California, finished 6th on the list of all-time Cup Series winners with 83 victories earned over the course of 19 seasons competing in NASCAR's Premier Series with Hendrick Motorsports from 2002 to 2020. Team owner Rick Hendrick issued a statement in which he referred to today as a wonderful day for our sport. Jimmy is one of the greatest champions in the history of auto racing, and I have no doubt that he will bring the same winning attitude to the job of team owner that he now holds. When he puts his mind to anything, he brings an unrivaled level of commitment to it, as well as a work ethic that is second to none. At the Daytona 500, many people are going to have a moment that they will never forget when they see Jimmie Johnson in a fire suit with his name painted on the roof of a Chevrolet. We welcome his return to NASCAR and are looking forward to the next chapter in a truly extraordinary career. But competing against him will undoubtedly be a different experience and a significant challenge. In 2016, he won the NASCAR Cup Series for a record-tying 7th time, joining Richard Petty and the late Dale Earnhardt in that exclusive club. Jones, who led the team to its first victory at the Southern 500, and new rookie Noah Gragson will be Johnson's full-time teammates at Petty Grand Prix Motorsports. Johnson will drive for the team full-time. I've been blessed throughout my life to have wonderful mentors, and I've done my best to try to pay that forward, said Johnson. I'm grateful for that. I feel like I can be a valuable resource both on and off the track thanks to my expertise and energy, which will be an asset to a team with young drivers like Eric and Noah, the driver said. My experience will add value to the squad. According to Gallagher, I couldn't be happier to have Jimmie Johnson join Petty GMS. Since we began our Cup effort last year, we have been consistent in wanting to be up front and have a winning program. Jimmie Johnson is the perfect addition to our team. Jimmie Johnson holds the record for the most victories in the contemporary era of NASCAR. Having a driver of Jimmie's quality operate our machinery, provide feedback to our crew chiefs and engineers, and most importantly, serve as a mentor to Eric and Noah will be extremely beneficial. Jimmie will make an excellent business partner, which is perhaps the most crucial aspect of all. I know that I speak for all of the members of the Petty GMS team, including Richard Petty, in extending a warm welcome to Jimmie as he joins the organization. Nobody other will be able to say that they have 2 people on their team who have won the Cup 7 times each. Next year, we want to make a strong statement and demonstrate that we are here to compete for wins and championships. Our goal is to do well enough to win. I can't wait to see what we are capable of doing when we work together. In December 2016, Gallagher purchased Richard Petty Motorsports, which led to the formation of the team that Gallagher and Petty would later lead. Petty GMS was established in December 2021 after Richard Petty Motorsports was purchased by Gallagher, a NASCAR Truck Series championship-winning team owner, on 2 separate occasions. Much appreciation to all who have watched. Like and subscribe for more NASCAR content if you did.